The courage to take the leap of faith, theistic existentialism. Martin Bubber, ideal relationship. Martin Bubber was an Austrian philosopher best known for his philosophy of dialogue, a form of existentialism centered on a distinction between the ideal relationship and the I-it relationship. Born in Vienna, Bubber came from a family of observant Jews, but broke with Jews' custom to pursue secular studies in philosophy. In 1902, he became the editor of the weekly Die Welt, the central organ of the Zionist movement. Although he later withdrew from organizational work in the Zionism, in 1923, Bauer wrote his famous essay on existence, Ich and Du, later translated into English as I and Thou, and in 1925 he began translating the Hebrew Bible into German language. He was nominated for the Nobel Prize in Literature 10 times and Nobel Peace Prize 7 times. The ideal is opposed to the I-it relationship, where only one party considers himself or herself a subject and treats the other as an object. In effect, a person in an I-it relationship is also an it insofar as he or she is treated by the other as an object. An I-it relationship, therefore, is actually only an it-it relationship. An ideal relationship is enacted between two persons, two subjects are involved. Both can give to and accept from the other down. This constitutes a genuine dialogue. For Bubber, this is a covenant that leads to a relationship with the absolute Tao, God. Living authentically means being aware of signs that address one's being. It is through an existential interpretation of that signs that one enters into a genuine religious communion with God, the absolute Tao. Genuine religion for Bubber is dialogical, relational, and an open communication between persons, not a monologue, directed toward objects which are closed off and cannot respond. Gabriel Marcel, Primary and Secondary Reflection. Gabriel Marcel was born in Paris in 1889, the city where he also died in 1973. Marcel was the only child of Henri and Laure Marcel. His father was a French diplomat to Sweden and was committed to educating his son through frequent travel across Europe. Gabriel loathed the structure of the classroom and became excited about the intellectual life only after entering Sorbonne, from which he graduated in 1910. The philosophical approach known as existentialism is commonly recognized for its view that life's experiences and interactions are meaningless. Many existentialist thinkers are led to conclude that life is only something to be tolerated, and that close or intimate relationships with others should be avoided. Marcel, known as the Laughing Philosopher, discusses his theistic existentialism in a more personal, mostly in the form of journaling. For him, philosophy is extremely personal, and therefore must be done as if one were thinking aloud. Marcel's term for impersonal, object-oriented way of life is the broken world. The world must have had a heart at one time, but the world's heart has stopped beating, and because we are engrossed with our functional way of life, we are not aware of this brokenness. Amidst this heartless, meaningless routine of brokenness, we can stop and retrace our steps and find out what caused the break. Marcel refers this process as primary reflection. Realizing this brokenness prevents us from going into usual functional way of existence until we find a way to repair our world. Reparative process is what Marcel refers to as the secondary reflection. It heals the brokenness of the world. Only an authentic relationship with others, an ideal connection can do this. Genuine reflection must come in full circle. It does not stop at the awareness of the brokenness of the world, but works toward resolving it, so that we join again the world with the full awareness of its mystery. One open ceases to be enclosed and becomes open, available, and responsible. But who is to say which is more courageous belief? Atheism with absolute freedom, or theism with freedom bounded by its relational quality? The good thing about existential thought is that it values personal, subjective truth and therefore will not prescribe any course of action as the better choice. Truth is experiential, and one's courage must be acted out, not just thought about. When faced with situation, what we do is what will define us. Authenticity is what is sought for. Until we stay in this horizon or choose to take the leap of faith into the unknown, we cannot judge ourselves as courageous or cowardly. Acknowledgement, contents taken from Exploring the Philosophical Terrain, edited by Lenny D.I.R. Garcia, published by C&E Publishing Incorporated, 2013. Thank you.